Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to NEET World. Welcome to day 12 of 100 days challenge for JEE Mains 2026. So, in the previous class we started with probability and we started solving questions from January session of JEE Mains 2025. So, let us continue with that. So, today also we will be solving January session's questions, that is for JEE Mains 2025, those questions that had appeared in January session, those questions we are solving. Okay. First of all, happy festival, happy Ganesha Chaturthi to all of you. Okay. So, I know it is a holiday for inter students and school students and everyone. So, please enjoy the festival, but please make use of the time for your preparation also. Please give time for your preparation also. Alright friends, let us start. So, this is a question from 22nd Jan 2025 first shift. Yeah, I am audible. So, let us have a look at this question. So, one more thing I would like to remind again, our new batch is starting from September 1st for JEE Mains 2025, that is long term batch and also the regular batch. Okay, regular batch that happens in the evening times and on the also morning batch, and long term batch is from morning to evening. Those who have completed 12th, dropper batch. So, look at this question. Two balls are selected at random one by one, okay, not simultaneously, one by one without replacement from a bag containing 4 white and 6 black balls. If the probability that the first selected ball is black, given that the second selected ball is also black, okay, second selected ball is always black, okay, is also black. If the probability that the first selected ball is black, okay, given that the second selected ball is also black, is m by n, where GCD of m comma n is 1, then m plus n is equal to what? Okay. So, first of all you should understand the question. They are telling one by one you are selecting the ball and you are not replacing the balls. What is the probability that the first selected ball is black given that the second selected ball is also black? That means second selected ball will always remain black. Okay. So, that is what they are asking. This is also based on question based on Bayes theorem. Okay. This is also question based on Bayes theorem. So, first what they are telling, a bag contains, two balls are selected at random. Okay, bag contains how many balls? 4 white, okay, 4 white and 6 black, 4 white and 6 black balls, correct na? So, they are asking us to find the probability of first being black and second being black is given by what? It is equal to m by n. It is equal to m by n. Now, if I apply Bayes theorem, okay, if I apply Bayes theorem for this, what will this become, friends? This will become probability of first being black divided by second being black. How to write this? First I can write this as probability of first being black into probability of what I should write? Probability of first being black given that second is also black. I should write it as second being black divided by first being black, correct na? This is how we have to write it. Okay, second being black given that first is probability of first being black given that second is black. So, I should write it as what? Probability of first being black into probability of second. I should write it as ulta here, second black divided by first black divided by what I should write? Same thing, let us copy first being black into probability of second being black into probability of, this should be first being black, okay, plus suppose probability of first being black we have taken here. So, instead of black, probability of first being, if I take it as white, okay, probability of first, if I take it as white, this will become what? Probability of first being white, okay, into probability of second being black, okay, I want to write probability here, probability of second being black given that first is white. This is how you have to write it, okay, given that, see, first being black, probability of second, given that second is black, I should write first is black, given that probability of first is black, second is black, given that first is black, like this you have to write out. Okay, this is I am applying Bayes theorem. Probability of first being black given that second is black. Okay, for that I am finding. So now here it's not always that you get black only. Okay, you will get white also. Second is always black. Okay, second is also black, that is what they have given. Suppose first is white. Suppose first is white means second is black only, then first will become white. Now let us write down this. Okay, this is equal to what? I will write here, this is equal to m by n. This is equal to m by n, friends. Okay. Hello, hello, bye ka bye. Salman Khan, okay, fine. Hello. Now look at this. Probability of first being black. Probability of first being black means how many blacks are there? 6. 6 out of total is 10. 6 out of total is 10 into probability of second being black given that first is black. Second being black means, so another black you have to take out. Another black means already one black is removed. Remaining black is how many, friends? Remaining black is 5 blacks out of remaining is how much? One ball is already removed here. So remaining will be 5 plus 4, 9. 5 by 9. Got it? 5 by 9. Okay, 5 by 9 we have. Now same thing we should copy here also, because same thing, see what is here, same thing I have copied here. So this will become again what? 6 by 10 into 5 by 9. That is first being black is 6 out of 10. Second being black is 5 out of 9, because it is without replacement. Without replacement means it will reduce, one value will reduce. Now probability of first being white. First being white means how many whites are there? 4. 4 out of total is how much? 10. So it is 4 by 10. 4 by 10. Now probability of second being black. Second is always black. Second being black is 6. Okay, how many balls are there? Black balls are there? 6. So 6 into 6 out of, what is the total here? 6 out of 9. Already one white is gone. It will remain 6 plus 3, 9. So this will become 6 by 9. Here please don't do the mistake. Don't write here it is 6 by 10, 6 by 10. Don't write here 6 by 10. It is not 6 by 10. You will get it wrong. Here it is 6 by 9. So this is very important. It is 6 by 9. Second being black is, here it is 6 by 9, because already one white ball is removed. Okay, clear till here? Clear till here? Now see here, this will become what? This will become equal to m by n. So let us find out what is the value of this. Let us find out what is the value of this, friends. 5 6 is 30 divided by 10 into 9, or let me write it as 90, divided by 6 5 is 30 plus 6 4 is 24 divided by 9 10 is 90. So 90 and 90 I can cancel, correct na? 90 and 90 I can cancel. So this I will get it as what? This I will get it as 30 by 54. 30 by 54. So this will be what? This will be 6 5s are. This will be 6 9s are. So this will be 5 by 9. So we got m by n as what? So friends, we got m by n as what, friends? So we will get m by n as equal to 5 by 9. So definitely GCD of 5 and 9. See here, GCD of 5 and 9 is what? GCD of 5 and 9, we are getting it as equal to 1 itself. So our condition is satisfied. So we have to find m plus n. So m plus n easily you can find out. So m plus n is equal to what? M plus n is equal to 5 plus 9, that is equal to 14. That is equal to 14. The answer is what? Option B. The answer is what? Option B. So I know this question is little confusing if you don't understand the question properly. See here, 2 balls are selected at random one by one without replacement. That is, you are not replacing it again. Okay. Okay. The bag containing 4 white and 6 black balls. Okay. If the probability that the first selected ball is black, okay, first selected ball is black, given that the second ball is also black, that is, second ball is always black. Okay, second ball will always be black. That is what it means. Second ball will always remain black only. First ball, it can be black or it can be white. But they are asking us to find, if second ball is black, what is the probability that the first ball selected is black? If the second ball is black, what is the probability that the first ball selected is black? So for that, you can write it as probability of first ball being black given that second ball is black is given as m by n. Okay. Here if I apply Bayes theorem, here it will become probability of first ball being black into probability of second ball being black given that first ball is also black. Okay, divided by probability of, this is here I should write total. So probability of first ball being black into probability of second ball being black given that first ball is also black, plus you removed black ball. Next time first ball is not black, if it comes out as what? White. That time what will happen? Probability of first ball being white into probability of second ball being black given that the first ball you drew was white. That is what I have written. So see here, probability of first ball being black. So black is how much? 6 out of 10, and second ball being black, already one black ball is removed, so instead of 6 it will become 5 because there is no replacement. Already one ball is removed means it will become 5 plus 4 9, so total will become 5 by 9. Next thing, this is what, same thing I have copied here, 6 by 10 into 5 by 9 we got. Now probability of first ball being white is how much? 4 out of how many? 10. Now second ball being black, okay, second ball being black means already one white ball is removed. Now total number of black balls is how many? 6. Second ball that is removed is black means total 6 balls are there of black. So 6 out of total is how much? Already one white ball is removed. So 6 plus 3 it is 9. So 6 by 9. So if you calculate this, you will get the answer as 5 by 9, that is m by n is equal to what? 5 by 9. Okay, m by n you will get it as 5 by 9. So definitely m by n, if you are getting it as 5 by 9, GCD is also 1. So you have to find out the value of m plus n. You have to find the value of what, friends? M plus n, that you will get it as 5 plus 9, that is equal to 14. Clear, friends? 5 plus 9, that is equal to 14. Clear, friends? This is how you got to solve the question. Clear? So please be careful while writing this. This is my key step. This is my key step. Okay, writing this is my key step. Please make a note of it. And those who are attending continuously for the day 12, very good, please continue this momentum. Others, please be consistent. Those who missed the previous classes, please do watch it. It's anyways holidays for you, please make use of the time to watch the previous classes. Others, please continue the momentum like this. Okay, please be consistent. I always say consistency is more important than intensity. Okay, anyways, please take a screenshot of this solution if you want. So this was asked in January session, January 22nd. Okay, this question was asked, first shift. Please take a screenshot of the solution. Please take a screenshot of the solution. In a moment I will be there. I will just take some water. Alright, friends, let us go to the next question. Let us go to the next question. I hope you make a note of this question. Please take a screenshot of the solution and solve it by yourself later. Okay. Please have a look at this question, friends. Please have a look at this question. I will give you 1 minute. Please think about the question. What is the question that is given? Please read the question once, try to understand, then I will solve. Please read the question, all of you. Those who are watching. This question was asked in 29 Jan 2025, second shift. Please read the question, all of you. Jan 2025, second shift. Try to understand what the question is asking. Okay. So let us start. So bag 1 contains 4 white balls and 5 black balls. Bag 2 contains n white balls and 3 black balls. Okay, let us write down first. Okay. Typical board level saval. This is board level question almost. Bag 1, bag 2. They are telling what? 4 white balls. 4 white balls and 5 black balls. Here they are telling what? Bag 2 contains n white balls n white balls and how many black balls? 3 black balls. Okay, fine. One ball is drawn at randomly from bag 1 and transferred to bag 2. Okay, they are telling what? One ball is drawn randomly from bag 1 and transferred to bag 2. Okay, one ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. Okay, a ball is then drawn randomly from bag 2. A ball is drawn randomly from bag 2. Okay, after transferring, after one ball is transferred to here, from bag 1 to bag 2, one ball is transferred. Okay, so from bag 2, now one ball is being drawn randomly. Okay, now it is being drawn randomly. Okay, from bag 2. If the probability that the ball drawn is white, if the probability that the ball drawn is white is 29/45, then n is equal to what? Okay, they are asking if the probability that the ball drawn is white, then n is equal to what? This is the question that they are telling. Out of this, the ball drawn is white. Okay, first you are transferring one ball from here to here. Okay, that may be black ball or white ball, we don't know. Okay, there are two possibilities, black ball also can go, white ball also can go. Okay, so we have to check about that. So it is transferred here. From this, you are randomly drawing one ball. What is the probability that it is a white ball? That is not the question they are asking. They are only telling the probability that the ball drawn is white is given by 29/45. Okay, they are only telling the ball drawn from the second bag is white is given by 29/45. Then n is equal to what? Here n is equal to what? So we have to use here total probability of W, that is total probability of white ball. So we have to use total probability theorem here. Here we have to use total probability theorem. Okay, what is the total probability theorem we got to use here? Total probability theorem of white ball we have to use here. So probability of drawing white ball is given by what? 29/45, correct na? So first let me write down what is probability of white. So what is probability of white? So first suppose from here if white ball is transferred, okay, suppose assuming that transferring from bag 1, white ball is transferred, we have to consider the transferring thing also, white ball is transferred, then probability of getting white and also white ball is transferred. Okay, suppose from here white ball is transferred, okay, white ball is transferred, 4 white balls and 5 black balls. Just a minute, friends. Okay, friends, let us continue. I got an immediate important call. So I was telling, suppose one ball is transferred randomly from B1 to B2. Suppose that ball is white. So white ball is transferred, then probability of getting white and white ball is also transferred. That is one thing. Next, we have to consider even that not always that white ball only is transferred. Sometimes even black ball may also be get transferred, right? So probability of transferring black ball, correct na? Probability of transferring black ball and getting probability of white balls, and given that black ball is transferred, this is the total probability of white ball. Okay, getting white ball is what? One thing is white ball is only transferred and you are getting probability of white and white ball is given that white ball is transferred. Next thing is black ball is transferred and probability of getting white ball from this bag to, and given that black ball is transferred. That's it. Now I will explain again. This is total probability theorem we are using. That is total probability of getting a white ball. One thing is white ball is transferred and you are getting white ball, and given that white ball is transferred. Next thing is black ball is transferred and you are getting white ball, given that black ball is only transferred. Here still white balls are there, n white balls are there. Black is transferred means doesn't mean that only black will be there. Here n white balls are there. We have to find out n, correct na? So let us find out now. See here, probability of white ball being transferred. White ball being transferred means what? Here how many white balls are there? Consider bag 1 for this WT. For transfer consider bag 1. For transfer consider bag 1. For transfer consider bag 1. I am telling you. Okay. So bag 1 means here how many balls are there? White balls 4. Total number of balls is how much? 9. So this will be how much? 4 by 9. Okay. This into probability of getting white ball given that white ball is transferred. White ball is transferred means if one white ball is transferred here, this will become what? If one white ball is transferred. So see here, let me write the condition here. If one white ball is transferred, 5 balls is there. Suppose this ball transferred is white. Okay, then this will become what? N plus 1 white balls. Okay, and this will become 3 black balls. Another possibility is what? Suppose black ball is transferred. This is bag 1, this is bag 2. This is bag 1, this is bag 2. So now 4 white balls, 5 black balls. If the transferred ball is black, now how many white balls will be there? This will be n white balls only. This will be 3 black balls. Correct now? This will be 3 or 4 black balls, whatever it is. Okay. So we have to focus only on n. That's all. Now see here, 4 into 9. Probability of white is how much? One white ball is transferred means how many white balls are there here? N plus 1. N plus 1 divided by what is this? N plus 1. N plus 1 divided by what is the number of this total is how much? N plus 1 divided by how much? N plus 1 divided by what is it? N plus 1 divided by what is that we have to take? N plus 1 and again white ball is transferred means probability of getting white given that n plus 1 number of white balls transferred is n plus 1. Okay, this total is how much? This total will become n plus 2, correct na? This total will become n plus 2. This total will become n plus 2. Okay, n plus 1 balls are white balls. Total is how much? N plus 2. Okay, total is how much? N plus 2. Clear? Total is how much? N plus 2 plus probability of transferring black ball. Black balls are how much here? 5 black balls out of 9. So 5 by 9 into probability of transferring, probability of getting white ball given that black ball is transferred means here n is how much? Here n is, number of white balls is how much? N itself. N by n plus 2. N by n plus 2. This is what we will get. N by n plus 2. This is what we will get. Clear? N by n plus 2. This is what we will get because the balls are getting transferred. Now we have to find out the value of this. The value of this is already given as 29 by 45. 29 by this value is given as what? 29 by 45. So what I can do, friends? Here 9 I can cancel. Here it will become 5. Here it will become 5. So what I can write here? This implies, I can write here, see here, this implies, please be careful while calculation. So 29 is equal to 4 into n plus 1 will become 4n plus 4. Okay, is equal to, not is equal to, this should become plus 5n divided by n plus 2, divided by n plus 2. Okay, divided by n plus 2. Okay, clear? Divided by n plus 2. Now if I do cross multiplication, what I will get? I will get it as, see here, let me take one more step here. So this will become what? If I take cross multiplication, this will become 29 into n plus 2. 29 into n plus 2 is equal to 4n plus 5n is 9n. 9n plus 4. Okay. So 29 into n plus 29 into what is it? 29 into what is it? 29 into 2. Okay, 29 into 2 is equal to 9n plus 4 is equal to 9n plus 4. Correct na? 9n plus 4. 9n plus 4. If I send 9n this side, this will become, what it will become, friend? This will become 20n. Okay, 20n. Okay, 20n it will become, 20n is equal to what? 20n. If I send this side, this will become 20n plus, if I send it that side, this will become 29 into 2 is equal to 4. So 20n is equal to 29 into 2 plus 4. Correct na? There is some mistake. Let us have a check at it. Okay. Yeah, here we have done a mistake. It should be n plus 4. because total number of white balls we have to take na. Total number of white balls is n. So see here, total number of white balls is what? Total number of white balls is, see here friends, total number of white balls is what? N plus 4. Total number of white balls is n plus 4. So I should take what here? N plus 1 divided by what is this? This will be n plus 4. N plus 4. This will be divided by n plus 4. So this should also be n plus 4. This should also be n plus 4. Okay. Now let us rewrite this again. So this will become what friends? Total is not n plus 2, that is not 2 balls, there are 4 white balls in the bag 1. So this will become what friends? This I can write it as, see here carefully, this will become what? This will become 29 into n plus 4 is equal to 9n plus 4. 29 into n plus 4 into 9n plus 4. So this will become 29n, okay, into 29 into 4, okay, is equal to 9n plus 4. This is what we have, 9n plus 4, correct na? 9n plus 4 is equal to 9n plus 4. Is equal to 9n plus 4. 29 minus 9 is, it will become 20n. 20n is equal to 29 plus 4, 29 into 4 is equal to 4, okay, is equal to 4. So 20n, if I take it that side, this will become what? This will become 29 into 4, okay, I will write it as minus 29 into 4 into 4, okay. So this will become what friends? This will become what? N we should get it, correct na? N we should get it. So here we have done any mistake? No, 4 by 9 is correct. Here it is 5 by 9, correct na? 4 by 9, 4 by 9 is what? Here it is 5 by 9, okay, done. So this is what we have. Let me check once, just a minute. Check the question once, let me check the question once. Okay. So here 5 is there na? Here 5 is there in the denominator, that we have missed out. Okay, here 5 is there, the denominator we have missed out. Then it will be perfect, not a problem. We are doing correctly only. Here denominator we have 5. So this 5 also we have to multiply. That's it. That's one slight mistake we have done. So here we have to multiply 5. So here we have to multiply 5 means this will become like this. So this will become what? This will become what? 5 into, let us write it again. So this will become what? See here, this 5 we have forgotten, correct na? Denominator we have divided by 5. So we have to write it as what? 29 into n plus 4 plus, what is this? 5 9s are 45n, 5 4s are 20. So this will be 29n plus 29 into 4, okay, 45n plus 20, correct? This is what we have. Now I want to find out n. Let me take this that side. So this will become what? N, if I take it that side, this will become what? This will become 16n. 45 minus 29 is 16n. 16n is equal to what? 16n is equal to what friends? 16n is equal to 29 into 4 minus 29 into 4 minus 20. Now what I can do friends? Here don't do multiplication. So please wait. 16n is equal to 29. See 4, if I take it as common, 29 minus 5, okay, here 4 1s are 4 4s are, I will get 4n is equal to 29 minus 5 is 24. So n is equal to what? 4 1s are 4 6s are, so n is equal to 6. We got it. Here calculation mistake we have done, not a problem, just we have to focus, that's it. We left out this 5, that was the only problem here, otherwise the concept is very simple. Okay, the answer is option B 6. The answer is option B 6. Clear? The answer is option B 6. So let me explain the question to you again. See here. Please have a look at it. They are telling bag 1 contains 4 white balls, 5 black balls. Okay, that is what we have written. Bag B contains n white balls and 3 black balls. So we have to transfer one ball from bag 1 to bag 2. There are two possibilities. If you are transferring randomly, one can be white ball, another can be black ball. Okay, so they are asking us to find total probability theorem using that. So first they are telling, if you are drawing a ball from bag 2 after being it is transferred, after one ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2, now if you are drawing a ball randomly from bag 2, what is the probability that the ball that you get is white ball? Okay, they have only given the ball that we get is white ball, the probability is given as 29/45. Then they are asking us to find what is the value of n, that is n white balls are in there in ball 2. So we should use total probability theorem for white balls, that is probability of white is given by 29/5, probability of white, okay, probability of white is equal to probability of white ball being transferred, okay, given that you are getting white ball from second bag also, given that white ball is transferred, plus probability that black ball being transferred, and you are getting the probability of white ball given that black ball is transferred. That is what you have written. So probability of white being transferred is white is how much? 4 out of 9 into, if one white ball is transferred, this will become what? N plus 1 white balls. In bag 2 it will become n plus 1 white balls divided by total is how much? Total is how much? Total white balls is, here it is n, here it is 4, correct na? Here it is n, total white balls is how much? Here it is n, here it is 4, this will become n plus 4 white balls. Okay, in the second bag it will become n plus 4 white balls here. Okay, next thing, plus probability that black ball is transferred means black is 5 out of 9, 5 by 9 into black is transferred means n will remain n is set because n is white balls, n divided by total number of white balls is how much? N plus 4, n by n plus 4, this is given as equal to 29/5. So here 9 and 9 I can cancel, this will become 5. So on cross multiplication and simplification we will get 4n is equal to 24, n is equal to 6. This is how we got to solve the question, friends. This is how we got to solve this question. I hope it is clear to all of you. This was asked on 29 Jan 2025. Okay, second shift. This question was asked in second shift. Okay, this question is based on total probability theorem. Previous question was based on Bayes theorem. This question is based on total probability theorem. Okay, look at this question, friends. Look at this question. So as you can see, they are asking the value of if mu and sigma square, that is variance. Okay, if they are talking about this, definitely this is a question based on the concept of random variables. These questions are simple, you should not leave this. Random variables and its probability distribution. Random variables and its probability distribution. Random variables and its probability distribution. This is a question based on this concept. Random variables and its probability distribution. Now what they are telling? So this question was done 22nd Jan 2025, first shift. Okay, first shift 22nd Jan. Okay, they are telling a coin is tossed 3 times. Okay, a coin is tossed 3 times. 3 times means the number of outcomes will be what? Okay, 3 times means 2 to the power of 3, sample space will be having 9. Okay, 9 outcomes. So let me write down the sample space here. So 9 outcomes means, see, 2 to the power of 3, not 9, it will become 8, sorry, this will become 8. So what are the possibilities? So let us write down H, let me write all the heads together, then let me write all the tails together. Now let me write two heads and 2 tails together, then let me write 1 head and 1 tail together. Let me write H, T, H, T, T. Now H, T, H, T, H, T, H, T. Okay, done. So this is our sample space. Now they are telling, let x denote the number of times. Okay, let x denote the number of times. Let x denote the number of times a tail follows a head. Okay, a tail follows a head. Okay, this is actually not x, this is sample space. Okay, let x denote the number of times. Let x denote the number of times a tail follows a head. That means what? A tail follows a head means what? A tail follows a head means we should understand that x is denoting something like after head tail should come. After head tail should come. Other things doesn't matter. After head, a tail follows a head. Okay, tail follows head means first head has come, after that tail will come. Okay, a tail follows a head means after head, tail should come. After head, tail should come. So I should write HT. Like this you have to get. Okay, if mu and sigma square denote the mean and variance of x, then the value of 64 mu plus sigma square is what? So first we have to find out. That mu. Okay, to find out mu, first of all we know that here our condition of for x, to find out x. So see here friends, to get x, that means what? A tail should be followed by, a head should be followed by tail. That is what they are telling. A tail follows a head means head should be followed by tail. If you read it reverse, head should be followed by tail, or a tail follows a head. Here there is no tail at all, so this will become 0. Okay, definitely here a tail is following a head, this will be 1. Okay, here also see a tail is following a head, so this will be 1. Here a tail is following a head, so this will be 1. Here a head is following a tail, we do not want that, so this will be 0. See here a tail is following a head, so this will be 1. Okay, a tail is following a head, no, a head is following a tail, so this will be 0. Okay, here everything is tail, so this will also be 0. So how many outcomes we have? X is denoting, so this will be what? 4 trials are there where a tail is following a head, other things are not following. Okay, now we have to find out mu. To find out mu, what is the formula that we have? To find out mu, we have a formula, that is summation of x into p of x. Summation of x into p of x. So first, before that, let us find out this x and p of x. X and p of x. So what are the outcomes that we have? 0 and 1. Okay, 0 and 1. So how many times we are getting 0? 1, 2, 3. Out of what? 4. Out of 8 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 out of 8. So that is equal to what? 4 and 4 1 is 4 2, that will be equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So here also it is, how many times we are getting 1? 1, 2, 3 out of 8. So that I can write it as what? 4 by 8. Okay, 4 by 8, that will become equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Now see here, summation of x into p of x. Summation of x into p of x means first 0 into 1 by 2. 0 into 1 by 2 is what? So let me write down here. This will become 0 into 1 by 2 plus this is what? 1 into 1 by 2. So that will, I will get it as 0 into 1 by 2 is 0 only. This I will get it as 1 by 2. So I got the mean as what? I got the mean as 1 by 2. I got the mean as 1 by 2. Now we have to find out variance, that is sigma square. Okay, sigma square is variance. For this we have the formula summation of x square into px. Okay, this is not x square into px square. So x square into px. X square into px. So please be careful. It is x square into px minus mu square. Minus mu square. This is the formula. This is the formula. X square into px minus mu square. This is the formula, friends. Okay, it is not just x square into px, it is x square into px minus mu square. So let us write down this. Let me write one more column here. Let me write down x square into px. Let me write down here x square into px. So x square is what here? 0 square into 0 square into half is 0 itself. Okay, here it is x square is what? 1 into half is half itself. So let us write down. So this I will get it as what? Sigma square I will get it as, so this will be 0 plus half. 0 plus half is half itself minus mu square. So this implies mu square is equal to what? Mu square is equal to 1 by 4. 1 by 2 minus what I am getting? 1 by 4. Okay, I got sigma square as what? 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. If I take the LCM, what I will get? I will get it as 2 minus 1, that I will get it as 1 by, what I will get it? 2 minus 1, I will get it as 1 by 4. So I got sigma square as what? Sigma square I got it as 1 by 4. Mu I got it as 1 by 2. Now what they are asking us to find? They are asking us to find 64 times mu plus sigma square. 64 times mu plus sigma square. That is what they are asking. 64 times, what is that? Mu plus sigma square. This is what they are asking. So 64 times mu is what? Mu is what we got? 1 by 2 plus sigma square is what? Sigma square is 1 by 4. Okay, if I take the LCM, what I will get? 64, okay, into 2 2s are, okay, this will become 2 2s are 2 plus 1, 3 by 4, correct na? 3 by 4. This is 4 1s are 4 16s are. So 16 into 3. 16 into 3 is what, friends? 48. 16 into 3 is what? 48. Okay, 16 into 3 we are getting it as 48. 16 into 3 we are getting it as 48. Okay, this is how you got to solve the question. Okay, what is the option? That is option D is the right answer, friends. Option D is the right answer to this question. Clear? Option D is the right answer to this question. So this is how you got to solve the question. So this was a question that was asked in JEE Mains 22nd Jan 2025 first shift. Okay, let me explain to you again. So this is a question based on the concept of random variables and its probability distribution, which concept which you have even for your board exams. I am talking mainly for TS and AP students. I am talking you have for board exams. Okay, other students you may not have for board exams or whatever. So let us have a look at it. So what they are telling is a coin is tossed 3 times. That means what? Sample space will become what? 2 power 3, that is 8 times, correct na? So that is what I have written. First I have written all the 4 heads together and 4 tails together. Then 2 heads and 2 tails, 2 heads and 2 tails. Then 1 head and 1 tail, 1 head and 1 tail, 1 head and 1 tail, 1 head and 1 tail. Now they are asking, what they are asking is x denotes a number of times a tail follows a head. A tail follows a head means after head tail should come. After head tail should come, correct na? That is what I have written here. After head tail should come means, see here there is no tail at all here, so it will become 0. After head tail is coming, yes it is coming here. After head tail is coming, yes it is coming here. Okay, forget about this. After head tail should come, that is the only condition, fine. After head tail is coming, yes it is coming here. After head tail is coming, no. After tail head is coming, so this will become 0. So after head tail is coming, yes it is coming here 1. So after head tail is coming, no. After tail head is coming, that is not required, it will become 0. So here only tails are there, so it will become 0. Now we have to find mean and variance, because they are asking 64 times mu plus sigma square, that is 64 times mean plus variance. So to find out mu, what is the formula that we have? We have the formula mu is equal to summation of x into px, summation of x into px. So that will become what? Summation of, if I write the table, 0 how many times we are getting? 4 out of 8 times. 4 out of 8 times we are getting 0, that is nothing but equal to 1 by 2. Summation of x into px is what? Summation of x into px is, it is nothing but 0 into half. Okay. Similarly, 1 how many times we are getting? 4 out of 8 times, that is 1 by 2. Okay. So summation of x into half, that is, this is nothing but what? 1 into half is half itself. So this will get it as what? 0 into half is 0 itself, this will become 1 by 2. Next, what do we have? We have to find out variance square. Variance square, this is the formula that we have. So this is the formula we have for variance, not variance square, this is variance. Okay, sigma square is equal to summation of x square into p of x minus mu square. This is not summation of x into px square, x square into px square, it is only x square, summation of x square into px minus mu square. X square into px is what? X square is 0, 0 into half is 0 itself. Okay, x square is what? 1 square, 1 into half is half itself, that is what I have written, minus mu square. Mu is half means mu square will become 1 by 4. That is what I put the value. I got what variance? I got it as 1 by 4. Now I put the values here. On simplification, I will get the answer as 42. Sorry, not 42, this is 48. This is how we got to solve this question, friends. This is how we got to solve this question. Clear? I hope it is clear to all of you. I hope it is clear to all of you. So let us recapitulate on the or revisit the questions that we have solved today. We will solve some more questions tomorrow, and then we will be going for April session of probability questions. So this is a question where 2 balls are selected at random 1 by 1, okay, without replacement. So they were given that second ball is black, what is the probability that the first ball is black? Okay, second ball is always black. Okay, what is the probability that the first ball is black? The probability they were given it as equal to m by n. We have to find out m by n. Okay, so m by n, given that this one, what is the thing that I used here? Here also I used Bayes theorem. This is a concept based on Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem is very simple. Questions are coming: Bayes theorem, conditional probability, total probability theorem, and also random variables and probability distribution. Okay, so see here Bayes theorem. So Bayes theorem. So if I have to find probability of first ball, given that second ball is black, I will write it as probability of first ball. This I will write it reverse. Second ball will come first, first ball will come down, and same thing I will copy here, but I have to think about other ball also, not just first black ball. Even white ball can come first ball. If white ball is first ball, probability of second ball, given that white ball is first. So probability of first ball being black, okay, what is that? It is 6 by 10, correct na? It is 6 by 10. Okay, now second ball being black means already one ball is gone. Now only 5 black balls will be there. One ball is gone means total will become what? 9. Same thing I copied here. Now let us look for white balls. How many white balls are there? 4. Total is how much? 10. And 6 balls. I mean we are talking about second ball being black, given that white ball is removed. So, okay, 6 black balls divided by total is how much? 1 white ball is removed means 6 plus 3 it is 9. Don't confuse here. Please don't do the mistake here. It is not 6 by 10, it is 6 by 9. Then on simplification you will get 5 by 9, that is nothing but equal to m by n. M is equal to 5, n is equal to 9. So, m plus n, so GCD of 5 comma 9 is 1 only, that is followed, that is given. Okay, they have only given. Then m plus n is nothing but equal to 5 plus 9, that is equal to 14. Clear, friends? Similarly, we solved the second question. This is based on total probability. So, two bags are given. Okay, one bag is having 4 balls, 4 white balls, 5 black balls. Another ball is having n white balls and 3 black balls. So, total how many white balls are there? N plus 4 white balls are there. Now, we are transferring one ball. Okay, suppose on transferring, the probability that after the mixing, the probability that the ball that you get is white ball, that is what they are asking. They have given it as 29 by 5, then they are asking us to find the value of n. So, here first scenario, let us think that white ball is being transferred. White ball is being transferred means probability of W, probability of white, that is we are using total probability theorem here. Total probability theorem we are using. Okay, total probability theorem we are using. Probability that white is transferred, given that after that white ball is only picked, given that white is transferred, plus second possibility is black ball is transferred instead of white. Okay, probability of black ball being transferred, then again picking white ball, given that black ball is transferred, that is the probability I have written. So, see here, white is how many? 4 out of 9. Okay, white ball being transferred, given that your probability of getting white, given that white ball is transferred, here it is n will become n plus 1 and total is what? N plus 4. Total number of white balls is n plus 4, plus now black ball is transferred means black is how much? 5 out of 9. Now, white ball will remain not n plus 1, white ball will remain n itself. N out of total is what? N plus 4. Now, calculating this you will get n is equal to 6, and calculating this you will get n is equal to 6. This is the right answer to this question. I mean, this is asked in JEE Mains 2025, 29 Jan second shift. So, similarly, this we solved recently. Okay, random variables and probability distribution. I told you how to take mean, how to take variance, how to do the sample space, and how to take the value like this. Okay, so this is how, this one you should be careful. It is x square into px minus mu square. Don't forget that mu square. Okay, all right. I'll wind up now, friends. Once again, happy festival. Enjoy the festival very well. But along with that, please give time for your studies also. Please complete your backlogs. Those classes which you have missed, please go through it. Okay, make it a productive day. Okay. Happy festival, happy day for you. Have a great day. Thank you. I'll wind up now. Take care. Let's meet in the tomorrow session, that is day 13 of our JEE Mains 2026 100 days challenge. Okay, I'll wind up. Thank you. Take care.